McDonell Softball is on the air.
WOGO, your sports station.
Coverage of the Lady Macks is brought to you by Royal Credit Union, Chippewa Valley Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, Toyson Ford of Chippewa Falls, White City Glass, H&R Electric, Stelter Incorporated, East Logan and Associates LLC Professional Land Surveying, and Quality Propane and Fuels. And now the Lady Macks pregame show. It's your WOGO sports team, Caleb Swenson and Chris Malika.
WOGO, your sports station.
Well, good afternoon and welcome to Stanley-Boyd High School, home of the Orioles, inside of this Western Cloverbelt Conference Softball game between your Chippewa Falls McDonell Lady Macks 9-5 on the season and the Stanley-Boyd Orioles 13-4. Teams starting to cluster up, chasing Fall Creek for the conference lead. And Chris Malika, as we look at these two opponents, this is a young Stanley-Boyd team. We saw them last year as well on a very chilly day out here in Stanley, and they were very young then. They're still young. A lot of sophomores, some freshmen, just two seniors on this roster, but they are talented. They've already beat McDonell once this season in a 9-inning game.
Yeah, they definitely are. Even though they're young, they have the talent on their team, and they're ready to play, and they're showing that, and you know they're ready to fight and do what they need to do.
McDonell, of course, trying to get three in a row. We'll hear Coach Rick Ruff talking about this, trying to get three in a row for the first time this season. They've been on the verge of that kind of winning streak, but haven't been able to do it yet.
Yeah, I think they're just, with our girls, they just need to focus in and get that three in the row and do what they need to do and use their talent and their defense and rely on each other. And
we've seen, again, the level of talent on this team. For instance, that tournament a week ago Saturday at Prescott, playing Prescott and Hudson. Again, last year's defending Division III state champs. They did graduate an all-state pitcher, but brought everybody else back with that Prescott team. Hudson, of course, a quality school, Division I opponent, very large school, a lot of talent there. And McDonell, again, beat Prescott, hung right with Hudson, and maybe had a chance to win that game. Maybe should have won that game, and that shows maybe the ceiling of what this team could be.
Yeah, definitely. They brought their game, and they just need to keep building on that. And there's some frustrations with some of those losses, but you take those frustrations and you put them and build them into your energy and do what you need to do.
We're looking forward to game time on a beautiful Friday evening. Good to have you with us on WOGO Radio and the WOGO Sports Live video stream. Sam Aberly running our video content here on site, and Stanley Gavin Bovey, our board operator, back at the WOGO home base in Halley. We'll step out and be back in 2 minutes with our interview with head coach Rick Ruff. That's in 2 minutes on WOGO.
Competition drives us to be our best. That's why sports are such a valuable experience for all of our young athletes. At Toyson Ford, we know the importance of good competition. It's easier than ever to shop for a new car or truck, and that's pushed all of us at Toyson Ford to be better at what we do in creating a great experience for our customers. It's the reason that we have the slogan, "You'll find a friend." So before you head to the next high school game, stop into our all-new dealership in Chippewa Falls and see why you'll find a friend at Toyson Ford.
Only the best. That's what you get from Stelter Incorporated and the concrete they provide. For 3 generations, Stelter Incorporated has been helping turn people's dreams into reality with the highest quality ready-mix concrete tested every day. Stelter mines and processes the aggregates themselves, and their fleet of dump trucks and drivers are here to serve you. Expect the best. That's what you'll get from Stelter. Stelter Incorporated, online at stelterincorporated.com.
The YMCA of the Chippewa Valley, now with 5 membership branches in Chippewa Falls, Eau Claire, and Menominee, a tennis center, a sports center, 2 early learning communities, and Camp Manitou. Join our community and discover your why. The YMCA of the Chippewa Valley. Visit ymca-cv.org or stop in for a tour at any of our convenient locations today. That's ymca-cv.org. See you at the Y.
Want to reach more local customers? Advertise on WOGO Sports. Deep left field, and it is gone! Home run! Sending it out of here, Lizzie Liebrand circles the bases.
And McDonell leads 3-2. How about Lizzie?
Advertise in WOGO's broadcasts of local high school sports. Call us anytime or click on advertising at WOGO.com.
Welcome back to Lady Macks softball on WOGO Sports. McDonell on the road at Stanley-Boyd on a beautiful Friday evening. We're here with head coach Rick Ruff. And coach, second time you've seen the Stanley-Boyd team. First time, what'd you do well? Where'd you say, hey, we left something out there?
Yeah, the first time it was a 9-inning ball game. I mean, we played well enough to stay competitive, but we didn't get the big hit when we needed it, and we had a couple defensive lapses that gave them a run or two. So solid ball today, and we'll be ready to go.
They had a strong pitching performance last time, but seeing perhaps the same pitcher the second time around, do you feel better about that?
Yes, and anytime you could see a good pitcher. And the thing for us this time around is that we've seen some better pitching along the way. So this isn't the first time to meet up with someone who throws like she does. So we're better prepared.
This week, bats were a little quieter against Augusta, but really seemed to get going as you run-rolled Regis last night.
Yeah, last night we were 2 innings where we put a lot of runs on the ball on the board and hit the ball real well all night long. Focus probably was the difference.
And finally, as you kind of really get into the stretch run of the season and play some strong competition coming up, and this week, next week as well, too, is there another gear that you're hoping to find?
Well, yeah, that gear right now is to get the third win in a row. This is our third attempt at a winning streak of more than 2. So tonight's our chance to get out of that slump and get win number 3 in a row and get things rolling.
Coach, we're looking forward to it. We'll talk to you after the game.
All right, thank you.
Head coach Rick Ruff, McDonell softball on WOGO Sports.
There are many reasons to open a smart checking account at Royal Credit Union, including no monthly fees, no minimum balance, and a $250 bonus. Getting your $250 is easy. Open your account by May 31st, receive 2 payroll direct deposits of $200 or more, and you'll get a $250 bonus. See details and open your account today at rcu.org/checking bonus. No minimum balance required to obtain bonus. Offer ends 5/31/25. Insured by NCUA.
Is your shopping a bit boring?
Paper or plastic?
Then come to Bargain City's Superstore in Chippewa Falls, Rice Lake, and Eau Claire. Bargain City's ever-changing inventory means you never know just what you'll find or how big your savings could be. Name brand apparel, home goods, furniture, even new scratch and dent appliances with warranty. Bargain City Superstore in Chippewa Falls, Rice Lake, and Eau Claire. Your shopping adventure awaits.
Hey, it's Caleb for Livia Weight Control Center in Eau Claire. The team at Livia personalized a weight loss and nutrition program just for me, and I lost 55 pounds in less than 3 months, and I've kept it off for well over a year. Livia also has the best pricing on GLP-1 medications, and they offer Lipo B12 and NAD Plus as well. Right now, you can save 50% on Livia's award-winning nutrition program. Lose 20 pounds or more by summer. Visit Livia.com, call 855-GO-LIVIA, or stop in to Livia Weight Control Center in Eau Claire.
H&R Electric in Chippewa Falls wishes McDonell baseball and softball the best of luck this season. Just like strong practice habits are the backbone of a championship team, the wiring is the backbone of your home or business. Whether you're a contractor, business owner, or just looking to make some home improvements, H&R Electric is your solution. Call them at 715-723-2977. That's 723-2977. H&R Electric in Chippewa Falls. Proud to back the Macks.
Welcome back to McDonell softball on WOGO Radio, the WOGO Sports Live video stream on YouTube. Caleb Swenson, Chris Malico with you on 103.1 FM, AM 680, and WOGO.com on the audio side. Also, technology permitting on the video side. WOGO Sports Channel on YouTube, WOGO Radio on Facebook. And you know what? It's a Catholic school we're broadcasting for, and so please join us in praying that the internet holds out here.
Hey, that's nothing wrong with doing that. It's sometimes when we get further out in our area, it kind of gets a little sketchy.
Yes, and again, why it's great to be able to bring this video to everybody back home if you couldn't make it out. Now, hopefully you came out to the game because of how beautiful it is out here, but again, trying to bring that back to you. But just saying in advance. 103.1 FM, WOGO.com. You can always listen to the game if we do have any dropouts here, but Lord willing, that won't happen. Time for the Toyson Ford Keys to the Game, brought to you by the dealer where you'll find a friend, Toyson Ford in Chippewa Falls. And Chris, when you look at this McDonell team trying to split the season series with Stanley-Boyd, they're facing a young but very talented team. There's a lot of young talent on this McDonell team as well.
Absolutely, and I think Rick made light to it. Defense, and that's kind of been the key, throughout this whole season is their defense and then swinging the bats and again, that focus.
Yeah.
He made mention to it against Regis and everything with the innings where they got all those runs, excuse me. And so being more prepared this time, having seen the pitcher, so being ready in that batter's box and focusing and getting those hits and bringing the runners around.
Looking forward to seeing what they can do here the second time around against Stanley-Boyd. And again, everybody kind of bunched up. It seems like it's Fall Creek's race to lose right now in terms of the Western Cloverbelt Conference. But still, McDonell's actually popped up to second place in the conference right now. And again, a lot of teams with 3-4 conference losses. Yeah,
and I think, again, it's always having such a competitive conference. That's great. It's great to see. It makes you better. So keep their focus, get their bats going, and defense.
Those are your Toyson Ford Keys to the Game, brought to you by the dealer where you'll find a friend, Toyson Ford in Chippewa Falls. We'll take another 2-minute break as we get ever closer to game time here from Stanley on WOGO. Back in 2 minutes.
Stuck on ideas for summer fun? Looking for a place that keeps the whole family entertained? We've got the solution. Metropolis Resort in Eau Claire. Dive into Chaos Water Park with water slides, a lazy river, and splash zones for the little ones. Plus, the fun never stops at Action City. Entertain everyone with go-karts, trampolines, mini golf, and more. See you all summer long at Metropolis Resort, where the fun never stops.
Metropolis Resort. MetropolisResort.com.
Whether it's in education, business, or athletics, being part of a team is something truly special. This is Jamie Leibrandt, Market President at Northwestern Bank, and every day our team is here for you, for your family, your business, and your community. At Northwestern Bank, you'll find all the technology and services of big banks, but in a personal setting that shows that people are what we value most. Northwestern Bank, building stronger communities where people matter. Member FDIC.
Remember when you were a kid and broke that window? Remember how bad you felt when Mom and Dad found out? Mom made everything okay with hot cookies. Dad called White City Glass to fix it. That was years ago. When someone little you know breaks one of your windows, bake the cookies and call White City Glass. They're in the business of fixing broken glass of any kind. White City Glass, helping people of all ages since 1967.
Propane is energy efficient and affordable, and Quality Propane and Fuels has been the trusted propane supplier to northern Wisconsin since 1996. Propane keeps the lights on and your appliances and furnace running even during power outages. Trust the team at Quality Propane and Fuels, committed to their customers and always looking to improve safety and efficiency, helping you cut energy costs. Payment programs available for any situation. Residential, commercial, or industrial, choose Quality Propane and Fuels. Call, stop by, or visit qualitypropaneandfuels.com.
Counting down toward game time here on WOGO Radio and the WOGO Sports Live video stream on YouTube and Facebook. Caleb Swenson, Chris Malico with you. WOGO Halley, Eau Claire, Chippewa Falls captains meeting right now at home plate as we get set for McDonell and Stanley-Boyd, the Lady Macks and the Orioles. McDonell coming off a 12-2 run rule victory over Regis, and again, 1-0 they beat Augusta earlier this week, and that was a game where the bats were a little bit quieter. They certainly were not quiet yesterday against Regis on the road.
No, and I think they realize that they have to be going. They have to be active in order to get those runs up, and so the focus and bringing those bats in and having seen this pitcher already, I think they're ready to do that.
Again, that pitcher is the young freshman, Ketterhagen, Caitlin Ketterhagen, a freshman, one of two freshmen in this starting lineup, multiple sophomores as well. They do have a couple seniors in Lauren Potashik at shortstop and Aaliyah Allard at first base. But again, for head coach Kimmy Gadel, it's a young roster, and both of these rosters overall, you've got a mixture of some talented youth with some veteran experience.
Yeah, you do, and that plays light to the programs, that they have that talent at such young age. And so it's exciting to see. And so it'll be great to see the ball game tonight.
Well, we are looking forward to this. We'll step out and be back in 2.5 minutes here on WOGO, and it should be just about time for this one to begin. Again, a gorgeous afternoon.
Much different than last time we were out here.
Much different last time that we were out here. I'm all for this. Let's just play all the games out in Stanley in May. That's for sure.
Let's do that.
We'll step out and be back in 2.5 minutes on WOGO. Game time coming up on WOGO Sports.
At Chippewa Valley Financial Services, they know that taxes and bookkeeping are a necessary part of life and business, but often the last thing you'd like to be working on. With offices in Chippewa Falls and Eau Claire and a full staff of accountants, bookkeepers, and tax preparers, Chippewa Valley Financial Services stands ready to help businesses and individuals, taking away the burden and freeing up your time for what matters most. For taxes, accounting, and bookkeeping, there's only one name you need to know: Chippewa Valley Financial Services.
Competition drives us to be our best. That's why sports are such a valuable experience for all of our young athletes. At Toys & Ford, we know the importance of good competition. It's easier than ever to shop for a new car or truck, and that's pushed all of us at Toys & Ford to be better at what we do in creating a great experience for our customers. It's the reason that we have the slogan, "You'll find a friend." So before you head to the next high school game, stop into our all-new dealership in Chippewa Falls and see why you'll find a friend at Toys & Ford.
Only the best. That's what you get from Stelter Incorporated and the concrete they provide. For 3 generations, Stelter Incorporated has been helping turn people's dreams into reality with the highest quality ready-mix concrete tested every day. Stelter mines and processes the aggregates themselves, and their fleet of dump trucks and drivers are here to serve you. Expect the best. That's what you'll get from Stelter. Stelter Incorporated, online at stelterincorporated.com.
Discover a fun and healthy lifestyle for your entire family at the YMCA of the Chippewa Valley. Benefit from a wide range of fitness opportunities, programs, and events without contracts or joiner fees. Take the first step towards a healthier you. Visit ymca-cv.org today or stop in for a tour at any of our 5 convenient locations. The YMCA of the Chippewa Valley and Chippewa Falls, Eau Claire, and Menominee. See you at the Y.
Want to reach more local customers? Advertise on WOGO Sports.
Gone.
Deep left
Gone.
field, and it is gone! Home run! Sending it out of here, Lizzie Liebrandt circles the bases. And McDonell leads 3-2. How about Lizzie? Advertise in WOGO's broadcasts of local high school sports. Call us anytime or click on advertising at WOGO.com.
We are ready to rock and roll here in Stanley. Good to have you with us on WOGO Radio. First pitch at 4:59 here on WOGO, Hallie, Eau Claire, Chippewa Falls.
And it is a strike.
Lauren Buescher takes strike 1. Buescher leading off. The junior batting from the right side takes a big cut at pitch 2. A little behind on that one from Ketterhagen. Talented sophomore, right-handed hurler for Coach Gadel. Ball 1 issued.
Yeah, she's definitely got a fast pitch. And so I think, seeing different pitchers, it's difficult sometimes to get your timing down.
Works pretty quickly as well. Swing and a miss by Buescher. That's the first out of the inning for McDonell as Buescher goes down on strikes to Caitlin Ketterhagen. Brings up Keegan Winger. Winger swing and a miss.
Yeah, they're just slightly behind that. They just need to quicken up their bat just a little bit there.
Pitch from Ketterhagen, strike 2 called.
Come on, Keegan.
Caitlin Ketterhagen against Keegan Winger, the junior, swing and a miss. 2 strikeout victims for Ketterhagen. Now Riley Christensen.
Well, and hopefully Riley can get us started here.
Top of the McDonell batting order.
And
Riley gets a big piece of this one, and she'll drop it out into center field. And there's a runner for McDonell. Riley saying
she
keep
wanted
calm,
to go
I've
to
got
second.
this.
Yeah, she wanted to go to second there, but it's like, okay, just back up a little bit.
2 away brings up Kelsey Bremnes. Batting .426 on this season is Kelsey.
I think aggressive base running is something that they're going to have going.
Strike one. If I'm correct, I believe just one ball so far from Caitlin Ketterhagen.
I was just going to say she's pitching amazingly.
Bremnes stands back in. 2 away, runner on first. 0-1 count, swing and foul tipped back. Down the count 0-2. For Kelsey Bremnes, who will be Ketterhagen's counterpart in the circle for McDonell. The pitch low in the dirt. Riley takes off. She will stand up running into second. A runner in scoring position for Kelsey Bremnes.
You know, and Riley's got some speed of her own, so that was a great job for her to be going in there standing up.
1-2 count.
Nice
Bremnes
job, nice, come on.
swats one, too short. Potashik throws to first in time to end the inning. McDonell strands one. We move to the bottom of the first. Our score, McDonell nothing, Stanley-Boyd nothing. We're back in 60 seconds on WOGO.
There are many reasons to open a smart checking account at Royal Credit Union, including no monthly fees, no minimum balance, and a $250 bonus. Getting your $250 is easy. Open your account by May 31st, receive 2 payroll direct deposits of $200 or more, and you'll get a $250 bonus. See details and open your account today at rcu.org/checking bonus. No minimum balance required to obtain bonus. Offer ends 5/31/25. Insured by NCUA.
Hey, it's Caleb for Livia Weight Control Center in Eau Claire. The team at Livia personalized a weight loss and nutrition program just for me, and I lost 55 pounds in less than 3 months and have kept it off for well over a year. Livia also has the best pricing on GLP-1 medications, and they offer Lipo B12 and NAD Plus as well. Right now, you can save 50% on Livia's award-winning nutrition program. Lose 20 pounds or more by summer. Visit Livia.com, call 855-GO-LIVIA, or stop in to Livia Weight Control Center in Eau Claire.
Welcome back to WOGO Sports coverage of McDonell Softball. Metropolis Resort, it's constant smiles and fun at Metropolis. Metropolis Resort in Eau Claire with Action City, Chaos Water Park, on-site dining, on-site Caribou Coffee. Book your adventure today at metropolisresort.com. That's metropolisresort.com. Kelly Lou, third baseman, sophomore, number 10, leads off against Kelsey Bremnes for McDonell. Lady Macks stranded one runner at second base as we begin. Check swing, ball one.
Yeah, Kelsey just, you know, she has a great way of staying calm in that circle, so she just needs to find her zone and bring the ball down a little bit.
Pitch 2, swing and a miss. Turn your dreams into reality with Stelter Incorporated, the highest quality and longest lasting concrete for 3 generations. Stelter Inc. is always proud to support local sports. Visit StelterIncorporated.com. That's StelterIncorporated.com. Bremnes, the 1-1 pitch that is popped up into left field. Lauren Buescher, a long run over into foul territory. She won't catch up with it, but it's strike 2 on Kelly Lou. Northwestern Bank, building stronger communities where people matter and proud to support local athletics. Northwestern Bank.
Yeah, Lauren did a great job trying to run over and get that, playing really aggressively.
Kelly Lou, the sophomore third baseman, has a good arm in her own right. Takes the ball high. 2 balls, 2 strikes on Lou. Due up is Caitlin Ketterhagen, the freshman pitcher. We had 2 strikeouts of McDonell, top of the order. As we begin. The 2-2 pitch tipped back to stay alive. For taxes, accounting, and bookkeeping, there's only one name you need to know: Chippewa Valley Financial Services. Whether it's for you or your business, Chippewa Valley Financial Services is always here to help. That's Chippewa Valley Financial Services. Again, the 2-2 from Bremnes. Just missed to work the count full. Thought maybe she was going to get that call.
I thought so too.
And Thank you to our on-site camera operator, Sam Aberley, video producer. Audio producer at the WOGO radio studios is Gavin Bovey. Full count, 3-2 pitch, misses inside.
Yeah, he's up on that ladder again. Just always tell him to be safe up there.
Look
Gave
at
a little wave there.
Pitching stats for Kelsey Bremnes.
Yeah, not too often that happens.
Yeah, just her 15th walk of the season. So 1 on. Brings up Caitlin Ketterhagen, talented freshman. She'll bunt one along the first base line. Throw to first, covering. And Ketterhagen is out. Now a throw to second. They've got a little bit of a pickle over there. But diving headfirst into third is Lou. Looks like she's safe there, 1 away. So the runner moved along, in fact, 2 bases for Stanley-Boyd, and I'm sure they'll take that.
Aggressive base running, and the girls Max did a great job in getting that ball around there. She just was very aggressive base running, so kudos to both sides.
Brings up Bailey Sikora, the junior catcher. Number 11, also batting from the right. She shows bunt. Lee Brandt takes ball 1 from Kelsey Bremnes. No score. Bottom of the first here at Stanley. Kelsey Bremnes brings home the pitch. It's popped up behind the plate. And that's strike 1. For a limited time, Royal Credit Union is offering $250 for new checking accounts, so you can get the perks you need plus an extra bonus for making the switch. Opening an account is easy. Visit any Royal Credit Union office or go to rcu.org. No minimum balance required to obtain bonus. Offer ends 5/31/25. Insured by NCUA. The pitch fouled back again, and Bremnes now ahead in the count 1-2 on Bailey Sikora.
That's always scary when a foul ball gets hit at this complex, because one kid got almost hit back there, so got to watch out for flying balls here.
So you might be able to hear the wind picking up a little bit. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Hard shot through the gap, and it's 1-0 Stanley-Boyd. Sikora with the RBI, and she'll end up at second. And the early lead for the home team. Brings up Wondro, the sophomore DP, number 20. Our team now leading 1-0 with just 1 away. Tanea Wondro also bats from the right.
Girls just need to settle in here. Nice.
Fouls one back. Good speed on that pitch from Kelsey Bremnes. Whether you're a contractor, business owner, or just looking to make some home improvements, H&R Electric is your solution. Call them at 715-723-2977. That's 723-2977. H&R Electric, proud to back the Lady Macks.
Here we go.
Danielle Wondro looks at strike 2. Runner at second, that is Bailey Sikora, who just drove in Kelly Liu, who had advanced to third on aggressive base running, as you mentioned. 0-2 pitch upstairs, ball 1.
Well, as we had talked about, that's what you need to do. Aggressive base running, aggressive hitting, so Stanley's doing a great job. The girl Max just need to follow suit on that.
Due up is Kendall Sikora, the freshman. Number 4, second baseman, swing and a miss. First strikeout of the game for Kelsey Bremnes, and that's a big second out for McDonell. So Wondro retired Fanning, brings up Kendall Sikora, freshman second baseman number 4 for Stanley-Boyd with a 1-0 lead and a runner at second here in the bottom of the first, 2 away. Bremnes the pitch, called strike 1.
Good job, Kelsey.
If you have a need for anything glass, a new mirror, quality shower doors, a new windshield, call the glass leaders, White City Glass. That's White City Glass. 0-1 the count. Upstairs, ball 1. 1-1 for Kendall Sikora, the freshman. Everyone's been batting from the right so far for Stanley-Boyd. Bremnes brings home the pitch. Grounder toward third. Keegan Winger throws it on a bounce and can't pick it up.
At first, but that's...
Kiara Leinenkugel couldn't quite get to it, trying to grab it with her glove off the dirt.
Yeah,
and
that's
hard
hard on
first
that.
and third.
She stayed consistent trying to get it, but just wasn't able to snag it. Great throw from Keegan.
Keegan made a nice throw there. So Sikora aboard. Brings up Lauren Potashik, 1-2 seniors for Coach Gadel. She's the shortstop. 1-0 lead, 2 away, but now runners at the corners for Stanley-Boyd. Potashik swings at the first pitch. Keegan Winger throws it over the head of Kiara Leinenkugel. One run is in, another one coming in. Play at the plate, not in time. It's 3-0. Stanley-Boyd with a runner at second.
Yeah, they just need to settle down. There a lot of overthrow on the balls and everything. They just settle down, play their game. We got 2 outs here.
That brings up Nevaeh Walters, sophomore center fielder. Number 5, another right-handed batter.
Come on, ladies.
3-0 lead for Stanley-Boyd already here in the bottom of the first. Swing and a miss at the first offering from Kelsey Bremnes. Don't let a small chip in your windshield turn into a big crack and a big problem. Call White City Glass today, serving all of western Wisconsin. Walters swats one to short. Claire Ruff, throw in time, and that will end the inning. Damage done by Stanley-Boyd. We head to the top of the second. Our updated score, the Stanley-Boyd Orioles 3, the McDonell Lady Macks nothing. We'll be back in 60 seconds on WOGO Sports.
Is your shopping a bit boring?
Paper or plastic?
Then come to Bargain City Superstore in Chippewa Falls, Rice Lake, and Eau Claire. Bargain City's ever-changing inventory means you never know just what you'll find or how big your savings could be. Name brand apparel, home goods, furniture, even new scratch and dent appliances with warranty. Bargain City Superstore in Chippewa Falls, Rice Lake, and Eau Claire. Your shopping adventure awaits. H&R Electric in Chippewa Falls wishes McDonell baseball and softball the best of luck this season. Just like strong practice habits are the backbone of a championship team, the wiring is the backbone of your home or business. Whether you're a contractor, business owner, or just looking to make some home improvements, H&R Electric is your solution. Call them at 715-723-2977. That's 723-2977. H&R Electric in Chippewa Falls. Proud to back the Macks.
Well, we welcome a new sponsor here on WOGO Sports, Livia Weight Control Center in Eau Claire. I've worked with Livia for over a year and a half. They designed a personalized weight loss and nutrition program just for me. I lost 55 pounds in about 12 weeks, less than 3 months, and have kept that weight off for well over a year. They can do the same for you. Design a personalized weight loss and nutrition program. This is doctor recommended. Livia Weight Control Center down by the Oakwood Mall in Eau Claire. Mention WOGO Sports or my name, Caleb. Get 50% off your personalized weight loss and nutrition program. Livia Weight Control Center in Eau Claire. Claire Ruff at the plate for McDonell. They face a 3-0 deficit. Swing and a miss by Claire on the first offering from Ketterhagen.
Yeah, I think she's a little frustrated. Came off the field, I think, a little frustrated and everything. She's just wants to get in there and hit the ball. So just needs to settle down and find her zone.
And plenty of game time left for McDonell. Trailing 3-0, and if the bats are anything like they were last night, they should be fine. Swing and a miss from Ruff. Good speed here from Ketterhagen. 1 ball, 2 strikes on the McDonell shortstop. Swing and a miss, third strikeout victim for Ketterhagen. Brings up Lizzie Liebrandt. Liebrandt's first at bat today, hitting .333. Takes the ball low below the knees. 1-0 count. Liebrandt batting from the right. Swing and a miss. 1-1.
Yeah, their timing just needs to, they're just off a little bit, so they just need to stay in there, get their timing right.
Liebrandt takes a called strike 2 from Ketterhagen. Propane keeps the lights on and your appliances and furnace running even during power outages. Residential, commercial, or industrial, choose Quality Propane and Fuels when you need propane for your home or business. Quality Propane and Fuels. Staying alive, fighting it off with a foul tip backward is Lizzie Liebrandt. Quality Propane and Fuels, committed to their customers, committed to their community. QualityPropaneandFuels.com. That's QualityPropaneandFuels.com. One away. Top of the second, McDonell trailing 3-0 here on the road at Stanley-Boyd. 1-2 count on Lizzie Liebrandt, low and in the dirt, 2-2. Lizzie trying to bring up Kiara Leinenkugel and Aaliyah Bovey. The 7 and 8 slots. Fouled back again. And just catching up a little bit here.
Yep. Battling hard in that box there.
2 balls, 2 strikes on Lizzie Liebrandt, the McDonell sophomore catcher. The pitch, swing and a miss. 4th strikeout.
Brings up Kiara.
Kiara Leinenkugel, the senior. First pitch, swing and a miss. That's been a familiar refrain so far here against Caitlin Ketterhagen.
Yep, she's definitely bringing her game.
0-1 on Leinenkugel. Another swing and a miss. 0-2. And you'd figure as the game goes on, McDonell hitters will adjust, but
yeah,
early on they've been a little behind here. Fouling it off. Leinenkugel. Your shopping adventure awaits at Bargain City Superstore. New items added every day with amazing deals on furniture, appliances, home goods, clothing, and so much more. Name brands at a fraction of retail price at Bargain City Superstore. 0-2 pitch, swing and a miss, striking out the side. Caitlin Ketterhagen. We head to the bottom of the second. Our score still Stanley-Boyd 3, McDonell 0. We're back in 60 seconds on WOGO.
Stuck on ideas for summer fun? Looking for a place that keeps the whole family entertained? We've got the solution. Metropolis Resort in Eau Claire. Dive into Chaos Water Park with water slides, a lazy river, and splash zones for the little ones. Plus, the fun never stops at Action City. Entertain everyone with go-karts, trampolines, mini golf, and more. See you all summer long at Metropolis Resort, where the fun never stops.
Metropolis Resort. MetropolisResort.com.
Whether it's in education, business, or athletics, being part of a team is something truly special. This is Jamie Liebrandt, Market President at Northwestern Bank, and every day our team is here for you, for your family, your business, and your community. At Northwestern Bank, you'll find all the technology and services of big banks, but in a personal setting that shows that people are what we value most. Northwestern Bank, building stronger communities where people matter. Member FDIC.
Caleb Swenson, Chris Malika with you at Stanley-Boyd High School, home of the Orioles, site of this Western Cloverbelt Conference game between Stanley-Boyd and McDonell. Stanley-Boyd 13-4 on the season, McDonell 9-5. McDonell trying to win 3 in a row here. Stanley-Boyd, on their part, trying to sweep the season series against the Lady Macks.
Yeah, they both have, something that they want to accomplish today, obviously, and so the girls just need to find their zone and get focused.
Leadoff batter for Stanley-Boyd. Taking ball 1, that's Gianna Dom, number 9. Right-handed batting right fielder. Pitch from Bremnes, fouled off and over just above the heads of the crowd, who are protected over there by that fence. 1 ball, 1 strike. Turn your dreams into reality with Stelter Incorporated, the highest quality and longest lasting concrete for 3 generations. Stelter Inc., always proud to support local sports. Visit StelterIncorporated.com.
Nice.
Swing and a miss. Induced there by Kelsey Bremnes. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 3 runs came across for Stanley-Boyd in that bottom of the first. Foul back. Kelsey Bremnes really, I think, pitched pretty solidly against the top of the order for the Orioles, but just, again, a couple miscues in the field.
Absolutely. They just had their bats going, and so they just need to get the defense going here.
Bremnes, the 1-2 pitch,
Nice.
swing and a miss.
There you go,
Second
Kelsey.
strikeout of the day for Kelsey Bremnes. Dom goes down whiffing, brings up Aaliyah Allard, the senior. Number 3 plays first base. Right-handed batter. Bremnes comes home with a
Nice.
pitch,
There you
called
go.
strike. Good location from Kelsey.
Sometimes it just takes, which hurts when they get runs up on the board, but it takes a couple innings to kind
Settle
of find
in a
your
little
zone,
bit.
settle in a little bit.
Showing bunt, pulling it back. Ball 1 was Allard. After Allard, top of the lineup, due up. Kelly Lou, the sophomore, on deck. Third baseman. She reached on a walk and scored the game's first run. Hard shot right past Claire Ruff for a base hit. That'll bring up Lou with a runner aboard.
Lauren did a great job getting that ball in right away.
Lauren Buescher out in left field. So Lou up for the second time. Again, she worked a walk after a full count. Her first time up, the sophomore third baseman. 1 away, 1 on for the Stanley-Boyd Orioles. They lead 3-0 here on their home field in the bottom of the second against your McDonell Lady Macks. Kelsey Bremnes, McDonell sophomore, brings home the pitch,
nice
swing and a
pitch,
miss.
Kelsey.
Lou down the count, 0-1. Nothing in 1 on Kelly Lou, the sophomore third baseman. She'll pop one up behind the plate. Bounce kind of right in front of us here.
I thought it was going back further.
Yeah. 0-2 the count. Runner at first, that's Aaliyah Allard, the senior.
Come on, Kelsey.
Bremnes, the pitch, swing and a miss, dropped third strike, and taking first is going to be Kelly Lou. So runners at first and second. And we'll correct myself.
He did call her out.
Did call her out.
Yep.
All right. Excuse me. So the runner does advance to second, but 2 away now. And that will be recorded as another strikeout, third of the day for Bremnes.
There you
Facing
go,
her counterpart
Kelsey.
Ketterhagen issues a strike on pitch 1. So Aaliyah Allard has advanced to second scoring position for Caitlin Ketterhagen. She has a sack bunt on the day. 3-0 Stanley-Boyd lead, 2 away. Runner at second.
Come on.
Shot out deep to left field, and that is trouble all the way back to the wall. And 1 run is in, and it's a stand-up double for Caitlin Ketterhagen, the freshman, 4-0 Stanley-Boyd.
Yeah, Lauren out there, it just hit the fence. She had to grab it and get it in, so not much you can do on that one.
Brings up Bailey Sikora for the second time, and she had a run-scoring double her first time up.
We got the 2. We just need to get this.
Again, 2 away.
There you go.
Strike 1 from Kelsey Bremnes. Bailey Sikora, the junior catcher, number 11, right-handed batter. Hard shot towards short. Claire Ruff throw
Nice
to
job,
first
right
in
to first.
time. 1 across for Stanley-Boyd, our new score as we head to the third. Stanley-Boyd 4, McDonell nothing. We are back in 60 seconds. This is Lady Macks Softball on WOGO Sports.
Location. It's very important. But what happens when you can't get to the glass repair shop to fix your windshield? Call White City Glass. They'll come to you. It doesn't matter if you're in Abbotsford, Arcadia, Rice Lake, or Hudson, or any place in between. They've installed thousands of windshields in thousands of places for 50 years. They know what they're doing. It's your car. It's your choice. Tell your insurance company you insist on White City Glass.
White City Glass.
Quality Propane and Fuels, Northern Wisconsin's trusted propane supplier since 1996. At Quality Propane, we're committed to the highest level of service for all our customers, residential, commercial, and industrial. Quality Propane always brings you competitive rates through our strong focus on efficiency. And we use the very latest technology to keep your family safe and cut energy costs. Payment programs available to fit any situation. Call 723-9490. Stop by the office or visit qualitypropaneandfuels.com.
We resume action here at Stanley-Boyd. The Orioles leading your McDonell Lady Macks 4-0. Again, welcoming a new advertiser here on WOGO Sports, Livia Weight Control Center. Yours truly lost 55 pounds in less than 3 months working with very talented team there at Livia. Find out more at livea.com or call 855-GO-LIVIA. Aaliyah Bovey.
Yep.
At the plate for the first time. Takes ball 1 from Ketterhagen. McDonell still looking to advance a runner past second base. Ball 2 from Ketterhagen. She has struck out 5 Lady Macks, including fanning the side in the second. Pitch. Strike 1 called. 3-0 count.
3-0.
So Bovey in a good spot here. Strike 1 issued by Ketterhagen. Donald trails 4-0. 3-1 count.
Come on.
Big swing and a miss for Aaliyah Bovey.
Big full count here.
Fighting her way back is Caitlin Ketterhagen, the freshman pitcher. 3-2 payoff pitch, and Aaliyah Bovey fouls it off. Stays alive here. And Livia Weight Control Center in Eau Claire. If you've heard about GLP-1, semaglutide, tirzepatide, the best prices in the market on those, NAD+, Lipo B12, also the personalized weight loss and nutrition program. Swing and a miss for Bovey, and Ketterhagen fights her way back from a 3-0 count to get her 6th strikeout of the game.
Brings up Avery Bovey.
Avery Bovey leading this team in batting average at .545. The DP today takes strike 1. Swing and a miss on the second offering from Ketterhagen. .4-0 McDonell trailing here at Stanley-Boyd. Fouling it off. Avery Bovey. Awaiting the 0-2 pitch. Avery Bovey, the McDonell senior, fouls it off. Due up at the top of the lineup is Lauren Buscher.
Actually, it looks like Kendall's coming in.
Oh, Kendall, all right. So Kendall Heffler will be coming into the game. Fouled off again by Avery Bovey. Again, if she could hang on here, get on base.
Protect that plate, yep.
1 away here in the top of the third. Inside, ball 1.
Nice watch.
Avery Bovey, again, against a pitcher of this caliber, the ability to not take a rip at that one.
Oh, absolutely, especially with the count the way it was.
1-2 pitch, fouled off again. Running up the pitch count here, Avery Bovey, battling in this at-bat. For taxes, accounting, and bookkeeping, there's only one name you need to know, Chippewa Valley Financial Services. Whether it's for you or your business, Chippewa Valley Financial Services always here to help. Chippewa Valley Financial Services. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Ketterhagen comes home with the pitch, changes speeds, called strike 3. That was a tough pitch.
Come on, Kendall.
Brings up Kendall Heffler for the first time. 7 strikeouts already.
Yeah, you got to give kudos to her. She's a great pitcher.
Just a
Fast.
freshman.
Yes.
Strike 1 called on Kendall Heffler, McDonell senior left fielder. Here's a look at Kendall's stats for the year so far. Ball 1, hitting .383.
Pitcher's a freshman or a sophomore?
I
thought
believe
you
a
said
freshman.
a sophomore. I
Upstairs.
might be wrong.
Well, according to the lineup I found, Ketter Hagen's a freshman.
Okay.
They've got a lot of sophomores out there, though,
yeah.
as well.
Nice job, Kendall.
Kendall
Come on.
Heffler grounds one to second base. Throw in time, and that'll end the inning for McDonell. We head to the bottom of the third. Our score remaining, Stanley-Boyd 4, McDonell nothing. We're back in 60 seconds on WOGO.
At Chippewa Valley Financial Services, they know that taxes and bookkeeping are a necessary part of life and business, but often the last thing you'd like to be working on. With offices in Chippewa Falls and Eau Claire and a full staff of accountants, bookkeepers, and tax preparers, Chippewa Valley Financial Services stands ready to help businesses and individuals, taking away the burden and freeing up your time for what matters most. For taxes, accounting, and bookkeeping, there's only one name you need to know: Chippewa Valley Financial Services.
Competition drives us to be our best. That's why sports are such a valuable experience for all of our young athletes. At Toyson Ford, we know the importance of good competition. It's easier than ever to shop for a new car or truck, and that's pushed all of us at Toyson Ford to be better at what we do in creating a great experience for our customers. It's the reason that we have the slogan, "You'll find a friend." So before you head to the next high school game, stop into our all-new dealership in Chippewa Falls and see why you'll find a friend at Toyson Ford.
Lady Macks softball at WOGO Radio, the WOGO Sports Live video stream on YouTube. 4-0 lead for Stanley-Boyd. Kelsey Bremnes starts off the inning with a strike.
They're doing a great job, defensively, and Kelsey's doing a great job pitching. She just need to get their bats going here. Nice job,
Wondro
Kelsey.
swing and a miss. Leo Wondro, the sophomore DP, struck out her first time up. 3 strikeouts so far for Kelsey Bremnes. Nothing into the count. Pitch from Bremnes.
Come on.
Swatted out toward
Oh,
clear rough, and
right
she
through
lost the
legs.
handle on it. Went 5-hole, and Wondro is aboard at first to lead off the third. Brings up Kendall Sikora. She reached on an error her first time up, the second baseman. McDonald's got a tournament tomorrow, I believe, out at Gilman, if I'm remembering correctly.
We have a courtesy runner coming in for
So Wondro is
designated
stepping
player,
out.
number 6.
That's Ava Prawl. She's a junior. Now standing at first base in place of the DP Wondro. Ball 1 to Sikora. 1 on, none out here for Stanley-Boyd. Already holding on to a 4-0 lead. Long
on,
shot
Kendall.
deep out to left field. Kendall
That one's
Heffler is
gone.
going to watch it sail over the fence. It is a 2-run home run, and it is 6-0 Stanley-Boyd. As they have come to play, the freshman Kendall Sikora, a 2-run shot.
They definitely have.
And the Orioles defending their home field well here as
Absolutely.
McDonell will have an infield conference. Overall, Kelsey Bremnes, again, that one got away from her a little bit, but has pitched pretty well, but
Yeah,
and just some shaky defense at times has led to base runners getting on. I mean,
Yeah.
the reason that was a 2-run shot rather than a solo shot was an unexpected error. I mean, again, normally Claire gets that one probably 9.5 times out of 10, and it's just been,
Definitely, and
again,
that was just
sometimes
one of
the
those.
pick at first base, good throw from Keegan, and Kiara just didn't quite get it. Just some of those little miscues. Swing and a
And
miss.
those could be the ones that, that add up and get us to where we are right now, 0-6.
Lauren Potashik had a 2 RBI double her first time up, the senior shortstop. Fouls it back. Again, plenty of game left to go here, but when you look at this, it's if you can play error-free out there, this is a much tighter ball game than 6-0.
Absolutely.
But plenty of time left for
Plenty of
McDonell.
game.
0-2 pitch, upstairs, ball 1.
Yeah, you were talking about tomorrow, a tournament at Gilman Thorpe, I believe.
So that'll be, again, some good competition and keeping a busy week going. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Patashik, the senior. Ball 2. If you have a need for anything glass, a new mirror, quality shower doors, a new windshield, call the Glass Leaders. White City Glass. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Patashik, shot out to left. Kendall Heffler circling under it. She will make the grab. And that is the first out of the inning. Patashik flies out to left field and brings up Nevaeh Walters, who grounded out to Claire Ruff her first time up. Walters, number 5, the center fielder, another sophomore for the Stanley-Boyd team. First pitch called, strike.
Yeah, she was showing a bunt there for a second and pulled it back.
2 in for Stanley-Boyd here in the bottom of the third. They lead 6-0.
Nice.
Swing and a miss.
Kelsey, good job.
Kelsey Bremnes quickly ahead in the count, 0-2 against Walters. Kelsey Bremnes, McDonell, sophomore. Kicking the pitch, upstairs, ball 1. Both teams wearing pinstripes. Stanley-Boyd in their jet black uniforms with the burnt orange pinstripes, solid orange numerals, solid orange socks. McDonell royal blue uniforms, resplendent with those white pinstripes, white numerals, gold piping. Low in the
Nice
dirt,
job,
good block
Lizzie.
by Lizzie Liebrandt to make it 2-2 on Nevaeh Walters here in the third.
Come on, Kelsey.
Kelsey Bremnes, 2-2 pitch, looking for the call, didn't get it. Count has worked full of 3-2. Three balls, 2 strikes, 1 away, 2 in so far here for Stanley-Boyd in the home half of the third inning. Bremnes, payoff pitch,
There you
swing and a
go.
miss.
Good job,
Another
Kelsey.
strikeout victim for Kelsey Bremnes. Big second out of this third inning. That's the 4th punch out for Kelsey Bremnes on the day. Brings up Gianna Dom, sophomore, right fielder number 9. She struck out her first time up back in the second. Bremnes opening salvo.
There you go, Kelsey.
Called strike 1. Northwestern Bank, building stronger communities where people matter and proud to support local athletics. Northwestern Bank. Upstairs, ball 1.
Lizzie does a great job on that, just protecting and not letting that ball get loose.
2 away, 1 ball, 1 strike. Kelsey Bremnes, McDonell, sophomore. Induces a foul tip. 1-2. Due up is Aaliyah Allard if Dom can get aboard. McDonell hoping that they can end the inning right here. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Bremnes the pitch, popped up again. Fans reaching for it, and it comes up just short of him over on that first base line. We'll do it again at 1-2.
Yeah, it'd be good if Kels could get her out on this and get going, get the bats going again, hopefully.
Hopefully the second time through the order for McDonell. Again, the way Ketterhagen's pitching runs
she's being a
certainly
solid
seem
pitcher
like they're
today.
at a premium.
Ooh, come on.
Little pop-up and
Nice
gloved
job,
there.
Kiara.
Nice
Nice
job by
catch.
Kiara Leinenkugel, leaning forward to snag it to end the inning. We head to the 4th. Our score now, Stanley-Boyd 6, McDonell 0. We're back in 60 seconds. This is Lady Macks Softball on WOGO Sports.
Only the best. That's what you get from Stelter Incorporated and the concrete they provide. For 3 generations, Stelter Incorporated has been helping turn people's dreams into reality with the highest quality ready-mix concrete tested every day. Stelter mines and processes the aggregates themselves, and their fleet of dump trucks and drivers are here to serve you. Expect the best. That's what you'll get from Stelter. Stelter Incorporated, online at stelterincorporated.com.
The YMCA of the Chippewa Valley, now with 5 membership branches in Chippewa Falls, Eau Claire, and Menominee, a tennis center, a sports center, 2 early learning communities, and Camp Manitou. Join our community and discover your why. The YMCA of the Chippewa Valley. Visit ymca-cv.org or stop in for a tour at any of our convenient locations today. That's ymca-cv.org. See you at the Y.
The action here on WOGO Sports. Caleb Swenson, Chris Malika with you. Gavin Bovey, our audio producer, back at the WOGO home base in Halley. On-site video producer is Sam Aberley. Keegan Winger leading off the inning, and Caitlin Ketterhagen ready to get rolling, has already issued 2 strikes to Keegan on the first 2 pitches. The 0-2, swing and a miss. 8th strikeout.
You know, it's not characteristic of the girls. I mean, definitely, you know, they're behind the ball and everything. It's just not characteristic of them. So whether they need to get out of their head or what, they just need to figure something out here.
Brings up Riley Christensen. She has the only hit of the day. She fouls one off. 0-1, only hit of the day for McDonell as she singled back in the first. Riley was left stranded at second base. Donald trails 6-0. Riley, hard shot, gloved by Potashik. Long throw. Riley tries to run out, and she does.
Way to go, Riley.
She's safe at first. Riley, 2 for 2 on the day as she runs it out. Brings up Kelsey Bremnes. Kelsey sporting a .426 average coming into this game. One away.
Come on, Kels. She's got it out there.
Riley Christensen at first. Kelsey Bremnes,
nice,
hard shot into
job.
left field, and that's going to be trouble for Stanley-Boyd. Is 2 aboard for McDonell. Nice play
Claire.
out there in left, actually, by the Orioles to keep Riley from advancing to third.
Yeah, she rounded like she wanted, and I think if she would have missed a step out there, she would have been going.
Brings up Claire Ruff.
And Chloe's coming in to run for Kelsey.
So Kelsey aboard at first, but now Chloe Flanagan at first in her stead.
Nice,
Claire Ruff
nice,
drops
nice,
a bunt. Throw to first in time, but the sacrifice moves the runners to second and third. McDonell going to play a little small ball here.
Yep.
And see if Lizzie Lebrand can bring them home.
Come on, Lizzie.
So runners at second and third for the Lady Macks. But 2 away. Lebrand pops one out to shallow left field, and it drops!
Go.
One is in. Play coming to the plate,
nice
not
job.
in time, and McDonell's on the board thanks
Good
to
job.
Lizzie Lebrand. A 2 RBI single.
Great job, Lizzie.
And the goose egg cracks. And we've got a ball game. Lizzie Lebrand.
Bryn Wiedemeyer is coming in to run for Lizzie.
All right.
Brings up Kiara, who definitely has the power to be bringing Bryn around too. So.
Lying in Google. Takes ball 1.
Come on, Kiara.
Six to 2 ball game now. Lying Kugel takes ball 2 upstairs. And Chloe Flanagan came around to score. Riley Christensen
well, you
before her.
2 of the fastest runners out there.
Yes.
You know, with Riley and Chloe.
Kiara Kugel fouls
nice
it
cut,
back.
Kiara.
Strike 1, 2-1 is the count.
Come on, girl.
So
nice
Bryn
cut.
Wiedemeyer, just a freshman, out there at first. 6-2 ball game now. Senior Kiara Leinenkugel at the plate. Takes a called strike.
Ooh.
Tough call there.
That was a little low.
I'm not behind the plate, but
nope, we're definitely not. But
saw it a little differently. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 away.
Come on.
Little popper to
good catch,
third
though.
and caught over there Nicely done by Kelly Lou, but McDonell gets 2 across. We head to the bottom of the 4th. Our updated score, the Stanley-Boyd Orioles 6, the McDonell Lady Macks 2. We'll step out and be back in 60 seconds. This is Lady Macks Softball on WOGO Sports.
Want to reach more local customers? Advertise on WOGO Sports.
Gone.
Deep left
Gone.
field, and it is gone! Home run!
Sending it out of here, Lizzie Liebrandt circles the bases. And McDonell leads 3-2. How about Lizzie?
Advertise in WOGO's broadcasts of local high school sports. Call us anytime or click on advertising at WOGO.com.
There are many reasons to open a smart checking account at Royal Credit Union, including no monthly fees, no minimum balance, and a $250 bonus. Getting your $250 is easy. Open your account by May 31st, receive 2 payroll direct deposits of $200 or more, and you'll get a $250 bonus. See details and open your account today at rcu.org/checking bonus. No minimum balance required to obtain bonus. Offer ends 5/31/25. Insured by NCUA.
6-2 ball game. McDonell trailing by 4 here in the bottom of the 4th at Stanley-Boyd. Aaliyah Allard takes strike 1, issued by Kelsey Brown. Just a few more smiles in the McDonell dugout as they got 2 across, breaking up the shutout from Caitlin Ketterhagen, the freshman.
Yeah, they got used to, their bats are going a little bit faster, so they're able to hit against her, and so they're doing a great job with that. So they just got to keep that going.
Speaking of smiles, constant smiles and fun at Metropolis Resort in Eau Claire, Action City Chaos Water Park, and so much more. Grounder hit towards second. Bovey gloves, throws to first in time. And Allard is retired.
It's those routine plays like that that are important to make sure and just not take advantage, not to take for granted, but get them done and just like that.
I'll bring up Kelly Lou for the 3rd time. The third baseman, the sophomore, struck out her last time up.
Had a great grab against Kiara.
She did indeed. Lou will ground it toward third and a chopper, and she will be aboard with a 1-out single. Not much chance to field that one over at third. Again, speaking of Metropolis Resorts in Eau Claire, they have Action City, they have Chaos Water Park. You can stay right there with on-site dining, on-site caribou coffee, everything you need. Book your family's adventure today at metropolisresort.com. That's metropolisresort.com. Caitlin Ketterhagen, who had a big RBI double, the freshman pitcher. Runner goes. Lizzie Liebrandt throw to second.
Oh,
did they say
job.
She left early?
She left early, yep.
So that is the 2nd out. And the base path's now clear. So
Either way,
retired.
the throw that Lizzie had was awesome.
That throw looked like it was going to get her in plenty of time. 6-2 McDonell trails, bottom of the 4th, now 2 outs for Caitlin Ketterhagen. The pitcher
there you go.
Takes a
nice
called
job.
strike. Ketterhagen has been nothing short of brilliant in the circle with 8 strikeouts.
Oh,
Takes
yeah,
a hard
there you
one
go.
in at the hands. 0-2.
Well, and as a freshman, that's just phenomenal. Doing a great job with that.
I mean, it is scary how good this young lady will be in the
absolutely.
next few years.
Yep.
0-2 pitch.
Come on,
Little
Kelsey,
high.
take her, girl.
1-2. Due up is Bailey Sikora. He's 1 for 2 on the day. If Caitlin Ketterhagen is able to get aboard for Stanley-Boyd. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The pitch, chopper, foul along the third base line. And we'll do it again at 1-2. For a limited time, Royal Credit Union is offering $250 for new checking accounts, so you can get the perks you need, plus an extra bonus for making the switch. Opening an account is easy. Visit any Royal Credit Union office or go to rcu.org. No minimum balance required to obtain bonus. Offer ends 5/31/25.
Come on.
Pop up.
Kendall.
Kendall Heffler
Oh.
couldn't quite grab it out
I think
in left
she lost
field.
it in the sun there. This is real. It's hard with the sun the way that the field is placed.
And Ketterhagen aboard at second with 2 outs. Again, RCU insured by NCUA. So again, it has been a little bit of a roller coaster defensively for McDonell. And Ketterhagen now in scoring position for Bailey Sikora, who already has an RBI today. The junior catcher, number 11, batting from the right. 2 away for Kelsey Bremnes. McDonell sophomore hurler. Opening pitch. Hit well out to left field. Kendall Heffler will make the grab. And that will end the inning. So the first scoreless inning of the day for the Stanley-Boyd offense. We head to the top of the 5th. Our score, the Orioles 6, the Lady Macks 2. We are back in 60 seconds. This is McDonell Softball on WOGO Sports.
Hey, it's Caleb for Livia Weight Control Center in Eau Claire. The team at Livia personalized a weight loss and nutrition program just for me, and I lost 55 pounds in less than 3 months, and I've kept it off for well over a year. Livia also has the best pricing on GLP-1 medications, and they offer Lipo B12 and NAD Plus as well. Right now, you can save 50% on Livia's award-winning nutrition program. Lose 20 pounds or more by summer. Visit Livia.com, call 855-GO-LIVIA, or stop in to Livia Weight Control Center in Eau Claire.
Is your shopping a bit boring?
Paper or plastic?
Then come to Bargain City's Superstore in Chippewa Falls, Rice Lake, and Eau Claire. Bargain City's ever-changing inventory means you never know just what you'll find or how big your savings could be. Name brand apparel, home goods, furniture, even new scratch and dent appliances with warranty. Bargain City Superstore in Chippewa Falls, Rice Lake, and Eau Claire. Your shopping adventure awaits.
Caleb Swenson, Chris Malika with you on WOGO Radio, the WOGO Sports Live video stream on YouTube. Aaliyah Bovey due up to bat. Gavin Bovey, our WOGO audio producer, the WOGO Radio home studios in Halley. On-site video operator, camera operator, and producer is Sam Aberley. Low and in the dirt, ball 1 for Aaliyah Bovey.
Definitely not very common for the pitch on that one. In the dirt.
Ketterhagen has struck out 8 through the first 4 innings, including striking out the side back in the 2nd. But McDonell did get 2 runs across in the 4th. May have gotten more if not for a brilliant catch, ball 2, not for a brilliant catch over there at 3rd by Kelly Liu.
Absolutely. She
could be looking at a
snag
different
on
score.
That one, yep. Kind of stole that from Kiara.
Upstairs, ball 3.
Come on, Aaliyah.
Aaliyah
Protect
Bovey,
that plate.
strikeout victim back in the 3rd. This is the 2nd time again that she's seeing the freshman Caitlin Ketterhagen, who comes home with a 3-0 pitch. Found the mark there for a strike. And you've been hearing about Livia Weight Control Center in Eau Claire. Lose 20 pounds or more by summer. If I can do it, you can too. Strike 2 issued.
Come on, Aaliyah, protect that plate.
Find out more at Livia Weight Control Center by the Oakwood Mall in Eau Claire. Visit livealivia.com. 50% off your personalized weight loss and nutrition program. Fouled off along the first base line. 50% off. Mention my name, Caleb, or WOGO Sports. 50% off your personalized weight loss and nutrition program. Livia Weight Control Center. Over 1 million pounds lost at Livia Centers. Fouled back, staying alive again. It's Aaliyah Bovey. Bovey will dig back in from the right side. 3 balls, 2 strikes. The pitch.
Nice.
Missed low.
Good job.
First walk of the game issued by Ketterhagen. And that brings up older sister Avery Bovey.
Who you can always hear her in the background because she's got that high-pitched scream, which is awesome. I love it. So.
It's one of the things you love about softball. It really is.
Absolutely.
Runner aboard with none out. McDonell trailing 6-2.
Ooh.
Strike 1 from Ketterhagen
His
to
zone's a
Avery
little low
Bovey.
on some of those.
Looked a little low, but
again, we're not
behind the plate. So the 0-1 pitch, bunted foul along the first base line. So Bovey was trying to move the runner along, but now we'll have to swing away.
Come on, Avery, you got this.
Northwestern Bank, building stronger communities where people matter and proud to support local athletics. Northwestern Bank here on WOGO, Hallie Eau Claire, Chippewa Falls. 0-2, swing and a miss. That is the 9th strikeout for Caitlin Ketterhagen. As Avery Bovey goes down, brings up the top of the order.
Come on, Kendall.
Kendall Heffler grounded out to second, her first time up. Fouls off the first pitch.
Where are you parked?
Yeah, I was going to say. Kendall hitting .383.
Come on, Kendall.
You know she's hungry for one
Oh,
here.
yeah.
Takes ball one.
She
too
is.
high.
But she's patient. You know, she knows how to be patient in that box. So
Donald trailing by 4, 6-2, top of the 5th. Swing and a miss. Kendall Heffler. Turn your dreams into reality with Stelter Incorporated, the highest quality and longest lasting concrete for 3 generations. Stelter Inc. always proud to support local sports. Visit StelterIncorporated.com. 1 ball, 2 strikes with 1 on, 1 out. Ball low, 2-2.
a throwback to Aaliyah to push her back to first there. Just keeping her in check.
Aaliyah Bovey stands at first as she worked the leadoff walk. Avery Bovey went down swinging. Now Kendall Heffler at the plate with a 2-ball, 2-strike count. Takes one inside. Count is worked full.
Come on, Kendall, protect that plate.
The senior left fielder, Kendall Heffler, against the freshman sensation, Caitlin Ketterhagen. 3-2 pitch. Hard shot grounder to first on the flip. Runner advances to second, but 2 away now for McDonell.
And Keegan's up. She's due.
And brings up Keegan Winger, the McDonell junior third baseman.
Come on.
Takes ball 1. Keegan has struck out twice today, which again is rare. As good a hitter as she
definitely.
is.
Yeah, just not something Keegan does, so.
She'll pop one up behind the plate. Heads up.
Ooh. There's a reason they have
Almost
a net
got
over
through.
the
Almost got
bleachers
through the net over the bleachers. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 away. McDonell trailing 6-2 here in the top of the 5th. Runner in scoring position at second.
Come on,
we'll have to get 1 or 2 in this inning. Keegan Winger, big cut, fouled it back, 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes. Ketterhagen, the freshman in the circle. The pitch, swing and a miss, change speeds brilliantly to end the inning. That is 10 strikeouts on the day for Ketterhagen. Our score remains Stanley-Boyd 6, McDonell 2. We head to the bottom of the 5th in 1 minute on WOGO.
H&R Electric in Chippewa Falls wishes McDonell baseball and softball the best of luck this season. Just like strong practice habits are the backbone of a championship team, the wiring is the backbone of your home or business. Whether you're a contractor, business owner, or just looking to make some home improvements, H&R Electric is your solution. Call them at 715-723-2977. That's 723-2977. H&R Electric in Chippewa Falls. Proud to back the Macks.
Stuck on ideas for summer fun? Looking for a place that keeps the whole family entertained? We've got the solution. Metropolis Resort in Eau Claire. Dive into Chaos Water Park with water slides, a lazy river, and splash zones for the little ones. Plus, the fun never stops at Action City. Entertain everyone with go-karts, trampolines, mini golf, and more. See you all summer long at Metropolis Resort, where the fun never stops.
Metropolis Resort. MetropolisResort.com.
Welcome back to Lady Macks Softball on WOGO Radio, the WOGO Sports Live video stream on YouTube. McDonell trailing Stanley-Boyd 6-2. We're in the bottom of the 5th. Kelsey Bremnes facing the DP, number 20, Danae Wondrow, sophomore, number 20, who's struck out in the first and reached on an error in the third. She fouls the first pitch off to make it 0-1. Oh, 0-1 pitch from Bremnes.
Nice
Fouled
shot,
off again. Keeping the youngsters busy today.
Oh, yeah, they
Bringing
love
the
it,
balls
though.
back
I
in
mean,
play.
they just love going for those.
Wondro, the sophomore, stands back in from the right side. Bremnes, the 0-2 pitch, fouled back. Wondro staying alive here. We're in the 5th. Stanley-Boyd leading 6-2. The 4th was the first inning. The Orioles did not put a run across. They scored 3 in the 1st, 1 in the 2nd, 2 in the 3rd. As the defense tightened up a little bit for McDonell.
Yeah, that first inning hurt, but
Popped
up
Riley. To Riley. It'll drop right in front of her for a base hit, and Wondro is aboard as the leadoff hitter. Brings up Kendall Sikora. Good piece of hitting there by Wondro. Right now she will run at first with Kendall Sikora, the freshman second baseman, at the plate. Opening salvo, misses inside for Kelsey Bremnes. Kelsey struck out 4 on the day. Her counterpart, Caitlin Ketterhagen, has fanned 10. Defense has been the difference in the field, though, in this one. Strike 1.
Yeah, it definitely has, and I think the girls, Max, have tightened up a little bit here, you know, with less runs being earned each inning, so hopefully they can just keep the bats going.
1-1 count.
There you go.
Called strike 2. Due up is Lauren Potashik, who's 1 for 2 on the day, has driven in 2. The 2 RBI double back in the 1st. 1-2 count. Popped up, foul along the first base line. Long chase, and Kiara Leinenkuhl can't quite get to it.
Just about did.
Do it
Touched
again
her
at
glove,
1-2.
so.
For taxes, accounting, and bookkeeping, one name you need to know. Chippewa Valley Financial Services, offices in Chippewa Falls and Eau Claire. Whether it's for you or your business, Chippewa Valley Financial Services always here to help. Remember the name, Chippewa Valley Financial Services. 1-2 count, hit well to deep left field, and that is gone. Second home run of the day for the Stanley-Boyd Orioles, and that'll make it an 8-2 ball game. Showing off the power once again, Kendall Sikora, her second 2-run shot of the day. What a day for the second baseman.
Yeah, beautiful hit ball. It's, you know, you don't want to take credit away from where it was deserved, because that was a beautifully hit ball.
Brings up Lauren Potashik, and again, each time Wondro was able to get on board before Sikora. And it was an error last time that allowed her to reach this time, though. A nice piece of hitting by Wondro. Makes a solo shot, a 2-run homer. Those 2 runs given up to McDonell. Stanley-Boyd has taken them right back to regain a 6-run advantage. Blowing in the dirt, ball 1 to Lauren Potashik. Again, she's 1 for 2 on the day. 2 RBI double in the 1st. Flew out to Kendall Heffler her last time up in the 3rd.
Yeah, we have 0 outs, so they just need to work on those.
Blowing in the dirt, skips away from Lee Brantz. Ball 2. Kind of gut check time here for McDonell. Bottom of the 5th. Trailing by 6 runs and facing a pitcher you still haven't quite caught up with. Starts with just getting the first out here in this 5th and work your way from there. Strike 1 called. Kelsey Bremnes. 2 balls, 1 strike. McDonell again will be playing 5 games this week. Popped up. Keegan Winger calling for it and couldn't quite grab it in foul territory. Playable there, but was maybe lost in the sun again.
I think it's the sun kind of popped out, right? And so I think that may have had a part of it, but.
And Keegan's got the face mask on today, but not wearing sunglasses. I don't know if that would have helped in that instance or not. Would have been tougher play. Umpire Dick Hebert saying they're out of softballs because so many have been fouled out. So they're going to have to pause a little temporarily here to get some more softballs and send them back to the field. 8-2 lead for Stanley-Boyd. Still no one out. Get a softball in and ready to get back to the action here. Lauren Potashik with a 1-ball, 2-strike count. Upstairs, ball 2.
Come on, Kelsey.
Kelsey Bremnes has gone the distance for McDonell. We're in the bottom of the 5th. Lady Macks trailing 8-2. Shot to Keegan Winger. She will glove. She will throw to first, and Kiara Lanning-Kugel a low scoop and just could not quite handle it. And Kiara tapping her chest saying, I should have had that one.
That was my bad, yep. Well, and again, plays to part the defense. They got to, I think they're in their heads, and they got to get out, and they need to play the defense that they can.
Brings up Nevaeh Walters. And I think it gets in the head of the pitcher a little bit as well, too,
yep.
when you need it to be more solid behind you. Ball
Absolutely.
1. And all of these things hopefully preparing McDonell. Stretch run of the season that we're in now, but also tournament time when there's no room for error. Swinging strike 1.
No, you want them to get it out now. I mean, and that's the thing is get this crud out now, and so that going into tournament season that you're playing hard.
WOGO Halley, Eau Claire, Chippewa Falls, your home for Chi High McDonell Athletics will play 2 tomorrow with the Chi High Lady Cardinals. Fouled back by Nevaeh Walters, the center fielder. Chi High, you talk about testing yourself with elite competition. 14-2 Toma, pending their result. Will be Chi High's first opponent tomorrow. Their second opponent, again, pending their result, 16-0 DC Everest.
Ooh. Definitely hard teams.
Upstairs, ball 2. But again, all of these, sometimes the record isn't gaudy when you're going into the tournament for Chi High or McDonell, but hopefully, iron sharpening iron, you've tested yourself. So playing in tough conferences like the Big Rivers and the Western Cloverbelt do. Ball popped up.
Come on,
Riley Christensen circling under it, makes the grab.
Nice
Runner
grab,
has
Riley.
to hold. And that is finally the first out of the inning. It's taken a bit. But Nevaeh Walters retired on the fly out to center field. Brings up Gianna Dom.
It is, and we've talked before about playing these higher teams, you know, that tougher teams where it brings your game to a new level.
I mean, Stanley's a D3 team, and looks like they're going to be a tough out in D3.
Oh, yeah.
Runner at first, 1 away. Grounder right past second base. Runner's going to advance to third. The throw, the tag, not quite. Out at third, oh my goodness, Keegan Winger got the tag down in time.
Nice pit throw by Riley there.
Goodness gracious. That did not look like
no,
it was going to be close enough, but Keegan Winger with the snag, and how about the cannon from Riley Christensen?
From
Runner is at second,
beautiful.
but Gianna Dom advances to second, but the leadoff runner, Potashik, is retired, and that's the second out of the inning. So runner at second. Allard, the senior,
Well, there you go.
check swing. Strike 1. Allard singled in the second, ground out to Aaliyah Bovey in the 4th. Runner at second.
There you go,
Strike
Kelsey.
strike 2 call.
Come on.
On Aaliyah Allard. Runner at second, 2 in already this inning for Stanley-Boyd. They lead 8-2 here in the bottom of the 5th. Kelsey Bremnes, the 0-2 pitch.
There you
Called
go,
strike
Kelsey.
3.
Good job.
Punch her out, and that'll end the inning. Kelsey Bremnes helping keep McDonell alive as we head into the 6th inning with our updated score. The Stanley-Boyd Orioles 8, the McDonell Lady Macks 2. We're back in 1 minute on WOGO Sports.
Whether it's in education, business, or athletics, being part of a team is something truly special. This is Jamie Leibrandt, Market President at Northwestern Bank, and every day our team is here for you, for your family, your business, and your community. At Northwestern Bank, you'll find all the technology and services of big banks, but in a personal setting that shows that people are what we value most. Northwestern Bank, building stronger communities where people matter. Member FDIC.
To help simplify life, people are looking to their homes for more comfort and enjoyment. New home builders as well as remodelers are completing their bathroom projects in style with luxury shower doors from White City Glass. 3/8 or half-inch shower doors from White City Glass offer a quality that is evident, making shower time more relaxing any day of the week. Are you ready for luxury, style, and relaxation? Make the right choice for your shower doors. See White City Glass today.
Oh, Riley.
Strike one to Riley Christensen, facing Ketterhagen for the third time today. And she is 2 for 2 on the day. Ball one, 1-1 count for Riley. Has a pair of singles. Last time for Riley, she just outran the throw.
Oh, absolutely, with her speed.
1-1 count,
Nice,
and Riley
on.
gets a big
Come
piece
on,
of this
come on.
one, sends it way back.
Oh, yeah!
And it's
Way to go,
gone!
Riley!
Home run, Riley Christensen! That is her 5th home run of the year, and that home run trot is becoming awfully familiar for Riley. And it's an 8-3 ball game.
Yeah, I didn't think it was going, but it kind of just dropped perfectly there. It was awesome.
She told me before the game, hey, you missed my last home run. Well, then just hit another one.
Yep.
8-3, Riley Christensen giving some life here to the McDonell offense.
Come on, Kelsey.
Kelsey Bremnes back at the plates. She will swat the first one high into the air. Going back is Patashik, and she will make the catch for the first out of the inning. They'll bring up Claire Ruff.
I think Claire's another one that's kind of doing this game here, so.
Looking for her first hit. Takes one inside, ball one. Claire on the day, strikeout and a sacrifice bunt. This is her 3rd time facing Ketterhagen.
Oh.
Swing and a miss, a little late on that one.
Yeah.
1-1.
That was a hesitation and a late swing.
And just a gorgeous afternoon here at Stanley-Boyd. Claire Ruff pops one high into the air. For a moment, we'll just give you a look here at this sky behind us. And again, just, I keep catching this view of us kind of like,
I know.
Yeah, Mira's like, wow, look at that. Just,
And
we'll
we
send you back to
chuckle.
the action now, but
we,
wow,
we
beautiful.
chuckle because the last time we were here, we were freezing
It was
up
so
in the box.
cold. Update the count here in the live video stream. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Yeah, it was, I mean, it was the first time I think I've seen a softball game where the girls were wearing coats while batting, and not spring jackets.
Oh, no.
We're talking like heavy winter coats while trying to hit. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Ketterhagen. And Claire Ruff sends it out deep to left field, and it's gloved out there for the 2nd out of the inning. A loud out, but an out all the same, as Ruff is retired.
Okay, Lizzie, let's go.
Brings up Lizzie Leebrantz, the catcher. Lizzie, the sophomore, had a 2 RBI double her last time up. Ball one. 8-3, McDonell trails by 5, top of the 6th here in Stanley. Base is empty. One hopping it to her catcher is Ketterhagen. And Ketterhagen has struck out 10, but I think we have seen slowly but surely McDonell hitting is, you can't figure out a pitcher this good, but just starting to catch up.
Yep, exactly.
2-0 pitch to Lizzie, and
Oh,
Lizzie
right up the
Leebrantz
middle.
sends
Good
a
job,
line
Lizzie.
shot for a base hit.
Great job.
And Leebrantz 2 for 2 on her last 2 trips. And that'll bring up
Wiedemeyer is coming in to run.
Bryn Wieder and Kiara Leinenkugel at the plates.
So she got that last one stolen, so I think this one she just needs to go even further.
And looked to be a base hit. Kelly Lou just made a brilliant play on it.
Snagged it. Yep.
First pitch misses. Just barely there for Ketterhagen. Brent Wiedemeyer, as you mentioned, is running for the catcher Lizzie Lebrand at first. Here in the 6th, McDonell has 1 run in, trailing by 5. Low below the knees, ball 2.
Not taking anything
Caroline
away
Kugel.
from pitch, but she's, got to be picky and choosy up there now.
2-0 the count. The pitch called strike.
I shouldn't have said anything.
I know, I was going to say. Caitlin Ketterhagen, number 1, the freshman hurler for Coach Kimmy Gadel. Inside, ball 3. 3-1 hitters count here for Kiara Leinenkugel. She struck out in the 2nd, and then, as you mentioned, robbed of at least a base hit in the 4th. Fouls one back to work the count full. 3-2 on Leinenkugel.
Yeah, Kiara does a great job. I mean, she's a great leader out on that field and does a really good job in cheering on her other teammates. So
Close to leading the team in OBP as well, too. Just shows her patience. The payoff pitch fouled off. Again, just giving you another glance at the stats for Kiara. Haven't got pictures yet on all of our stats, but Kiara was eating a slice of pizza, and I said, "Can I take your picture for this?" And she said, "Sure, can I keep my pizza?" And I said, "Sure."
Of course she did.
Why not?
Why not?
3-2 pitch. Oh, called strike 3. And that'll end the inning. McDonell gets 1 across thanks to the solo shot by Riley Christensen. We head to the bottom of the 6th. Our new score, Stanley-Boyd 8, McDonell 3. We're back in 60 seconds on WOGO.
Propane is energy efficient and affordable, and Quality Propane and Fuels has been the trusted propane supplier to northern Wisconsin since 1996. Propane keeps the lights on and your appliances and furnace running even during power outages. Trust the team at Quality Propane and Fuels, committed to their customers and always looking to improve safety and efficiency, helping you cut energy costs. Payment programs available for any situation. Residential, commercial, or industrial, choose Quality Propane and Fuels. Call, stop by, or visit qualitypropaneandfuels.com.
At Chippewa Valley Financial Services, they know that taxes and bookkeeping are a necessary part of life and business, but often the last thing you'd like to be working on. With offices in Chippewa Falls and Eau Claire and a full staff of accountants, bookkeepers, and tax preparers, Chippewa Valley Financial Services stands ready to help businesses and individuals, taking away the burden and freeing up your time for what matters most. For taxes, accounting, and bookkeeping, there's only one name you need to know: Chippewa Valley Financial Services.
New pitcher for McDonell as we enter the bottom of the 6th, Jasmine Gerber. Part of that talented sophomore class, number 17, now in the circle for head coach Rick Ruff. Gerber, we saw her come in against Fall Creek in a game against the conference's elites, and she worked hard, battled through that game.
She's definitely a tall young lady out there. Holy cow. She kind of stands almost a head taller than the rest of the girls out there.
Yeah. Good basketball player as well.
Absolutely.
So leading off, Kelly Liu for Stanley-Boyd. Bottom of the 6th, the home team, the Orioles, they lead McDonell 8-3. Upstairs, ball 1 from Jasmine Gerber. And welcoming new advertiser Livea Weight Control Center in Eau Claire to the air here on WOGO Sports. Find out more at livealivea.com. Ball 2, low and in the dirt. Could lose 20 pounds or more by summer. I lost 55 pounds in under 3 months with their personalized weight loss and nutrition programs. Doctor recommended. Mention WOGO Sports to save 50% right now. Gerber comes home with the pitch, fouled off along the third baseline. Strike 1.
And you look great, by the way.
Thank you. It's part of why we switched to do video. You gotta appreciate my friends at Livea Weight Control Center in Eau Claire. The whole crew there.
Yeah, I've heard wonderful things about them, so.
2-1.
Come on, Kendall.
Long one sent out to Kendall Heffler, and that is trouble, and it is gone. The 3rd home run of the day for Stanley-Boyd. And they will cluster around home plate once again. Unfortunately, that's been a familiar sight. If you're a McDonell fan, it is 9-3. Kelly Liu goes yard.
Well, and it can be disheartening. It can be, you get frustrated and everything, and so it's just they just gotta keep in there, keep their heads in, and play their game. And
the Orioles have scored in every inning but the fourth. 3 in the first, 1 in the second, 2 in the third. Nothing in that fourth inning. 2 in the fifth, and now 1 so far here in the sixth to make it 9-3. Brings up Caitlin Ketterhagen, the freshman who struck out 11 in the circle. Ball 1. Ketterhagen again bats from the right.
Yeah, they don't have any left-handed batters.
Yeah, none at least in
that are
the crew that we've seen.
Yep.
Ball 2. Bailey Sikora due up, the junior. She is 1 for 2 with a double on the day. The pitch lined right to Claire Ruff. What a nice catch by Claire. Robbing a base hit from Ketterhagen.
Just a little jump and she had that.
Showing off the springiness
in her step.
That's out 1 of the inning. Brings up Bailey Sikora. 9-3. McDonell trailing by 6. But again, you're looking for some positives to head into the weekend as you're facing tough competition. Still have at least 3 more outs here to see if you can get a big-time rally going. 1-0 as the first pitch misses from Jasmine Gerber. Facing Bailey Sikora, the catcher. Ball low and inside, ball 2. If you're a contractor, business owner, or just looking to make some home improvements, H&R Electric is your solution. 723-2977. The pitch,
nice
swing
job.
and a miss. Good pitch there from Jasmine Gerber. H&R Electric, 715-723-2977. Give them a call. Let them know you appreciate their support of McDonell Athletics. H&R Electric, always proud to back the Macks, residential and commercial service. 2-1. In the dirt, 1 hops blocked well by Lizzie Liebrandt. You remarked on that before. No matter who's pitching, Lizzie just does a great job. Again, pitches that get away just a little bit. She keeps them from really getting away and advancing runners.
Yeah, she's just like a solid wall back there. She does a great job.
5-pitch walk. And the catcher, Sikora, is aboard. McDonell has not walked a lot of batters today. I believe that is just the second walk of the entire game.
I was going to say probably second or third.
Brings up Danae Wondro with that big single before the second home run of the day from Sikora. Chopper to Claire Ruff, bobbles, and she's not able to make the throw in time. And so Wondro reaches on the air for the second time today, and they're at first and second with 1 out. And brings up Kendall Sikora. Sikora again is reached every single time on an error in the first, but then 2 2-run homers in the third and the fifth. And she's back up here in the 6th.
Yeah, we have a courtesy runner on first base, number 6.
And that's Ava Prahl, the junior again. First pitch, swung out, drops in front of Olivia Wolf. The throw in time to third. Actually, it gets away from Keegan Winger, and a run's going to come in to score. They're at second and third, still with 1 out, and it's 10-3 Stanley-Boyd. Well hit by Kendall Sikora. She has just had a brilliant game.
She has definitely had a great game.
Had a double to her tally. First pitch swung on, gloved by Keegan Winger. She will throw it over Lizzie Liebrandt's head. Runner will go back to third. Now we've got runners at first, second, and third, but none come in.
No, they were trying to. She was trying to hold it on third, and Keegan just had a little bit of an overthrow to Lizzie on that. So, again, an error. It's not focusing. And
brings up Nevaeh Walters. Hard shot gets by Keegan Winger, and that'll bring 1 in to score. Another runner coming to the plate, and it is 12-3. With the runner safe at second and third.
Kendall did a great job bringing that in from left field there, right to Lizzie, and then Lizzie threw it to Keegan trying to get the third at third base.
And you can hear few murmurs from the crowd saying one more, as Stanley-Boyd could end this one early with 2 in scoring position and 1 away. First pitch fouled back. There's Gianna Dom. She struck out in the second, but had a double in the 5th. We're in the 6th. It is 12-3 Stanley-Boyd. Runners at second and third. 1-0 count. Ball high.
Great snag by Lizzie there on that. Because if it would have been a wild pitch, I guarantee
a wild pitch ends the game.
Yep.
It was just 1 out. The 2-0. Grounder to Claire Ruff. She'll throw to first. Play at the plate. Not in time. And that will end the game 13-3. Stanley-Boyd takes care of business here at home and sweeps the season series against McDonell. Our final score, the Stanley-Boyd Orioles 13, the McDonell Lady Macks 3 in 6 innings. Lady Macks now 9-6 on the season. Stanley-Boyd 14-4, and I do believe they have moved into second place in the Western Cloverbelt Conference. We'll step out, be back in 2 minutes. We'll talk with head coach Rick Ruff. We'll break this one down and give you your post-game highlights as well. That's all ahead in 2 minutes on WOGO. McDonell Falls on the road, 13-3.
Is your shopping a bit boring?
Paper or plastic?
Then come to Bargain City's Superstore in Chippewa Falls, Rice Lake, and Eau Claire. Bargain City's ever-changing inventory means you never know just what you'll find or how big your savings could be. Name brand apparel, home goods, furniture, even new scratch and dent appliances with warranty. Bargain City Superstore in Chippewa Falls, Rice Lake, and Eau Claire. Your shopping adventure awaits. H&R Electric in Chippewa Falls wishes McDonell baseball and softball the best of luck this season. Just like strong practice habits are the backbone of a championship team, the wiring is the backbone of your home or business. Whether you're a contractor, business owner, or just looking to make some home improvements, H&R Electric is your solution. Call them at 715-723-2977. That's 723-2977. H&R Electric in Chippewa Falls. Proud to back the Macks.
Stuck on ideas for summer fun? Looking for a place that keeps the whole family entertained? We've got the solution. Metropolis Resort in Eau Claire. Dive into Chaos Water Park with water slides, a lazy river, and splash zones for the little ones. Plus, the fun never stops at Action City. Entertain everyone with go-karts, trampolines, mini golf, and more. See you all summer long at Metropolis Resort, where the fun never stops.
Metropolis Resort. MetropolisResort.com.
Whether it's in education, business, or athletics, being part of a team is something truly special. This is Jamie Leibrandt, Market President at Northwestern Bank, and every day our team is here for you, for your family, your business, and your community. At Northwestern Bank, you'll find all the technology and services of big banks, but in a personal setting that shows that people are what we value most. Northwestern Bank, building stronger communities where people matter. Member FDIC.
Lady Macks post game here on WOGO Radio, the WOGO Sports Live video stream. This game ends early in 6 innings. Unfortunately, not what McDonell wanted because they were not on the right side of that run rule victory. They fall 13-3 to a Stanley-Boyd team that's very talented, Chris Malika, and I'm sure when we talk with head coach Rick Ruff, he'll be saying some of the same things that we've seen in wins and in losses, saying our defense needs to shore up. We need to be more precise, more confident in the field. And what he said a lot of times is we are better than the level we're playing at.
Absolutely, and I agree. That's what he will say. The errors, there were just a few too many, out there, and, their bats weren't good today. And so, go back and reflect. I mean, they have a big day tomorrow, and so take that and go with it and improve on those errors and improve on, your batting and go forward.
It's interesting. The last time they had this Friday to Saturday turnaround, not maybe a week like this where they're playing 5 games, play Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, and then 2 on Saturday. But again, it was just last week. We had them play on Thursday, Bloomer, Friday, Fall Creek, and they were pretty strong in Bloomer. But again, some things up and down, things to clean up in that game against Bloomer. And Bloomer, I think, has been getting better and better throughout the season. But Fall Creek, an elite opponent, and unfortunately, they matched an elite opponent with a less than stellar performance last Friday night. But all that to say, they flushed it pretty quickly, and being able to play the next day and play 2 the next day, I think really helped this team. And Jason Bovey and I did those tournament games out in Prescott. And Jason, again, who obviously has daughters on the team and has seen every game, he said, this is the best I've seen them play out there at Prescott, beating last year's D3 state champs, hanging with Hudson till the end. And so we're hoping maybe, again, for that same one-day turnaround to say, hey, let's flush this one quickly and just get out there and play some softball tomorrow.
You know, and these schedules are hard, but yet, just as you said, sometimes it's better just to keep going and do what you need, you know, and flush it out and keep going and improve and move forward. And so hopefully that's the same thing for tomorrow.
What are some of the positives that you take from this game, Chris? Because, again, defense was shaky. They tightened up, but then, again, had a few late errors as well, too. But, again, facing an elite pitcher who was playing at an elite level today, 11 strikeouts, and Caitlin Ketterhagen, just an incredible young lady, just very, very talented. But they started to get the bats going a little bit more, a little too late. Again, 3 runs wasn't going to be enough tonight, but it was certainly an improvement.
And that's what I was going to say. You know, they were paid. You know, they stepped in the box and they were able to hit better against her, or be able to watch the pitches and, you know, learn her a little bit more. She did a phenomenal job today. I mean, she did a phenomenal job. And so it's just an opportunity for the girls to see a fast pitcher like that and learn from it.
And like we say so many times, too, after you play them in conference, when they're at a different level than you in the tournament, we wish Fall Creek the best. We wish Stanley-Boyd the best, Thorpe the best. Again, you want to beat them in conference, but after that, it's, hey, this is great for our Western Cloverbelt Conference softball when some of these teams that you play and battle with throughout the season go far. And so certainly Stanley-Boyd has a lot of great pieces, a young team still, but a lot of great pieces. And pitching performances like this can take you a long way on the road to good.
They can take you a long way. And, you know, you love to see that, you know, in the area, the talent that is in the area. And a lot of the girls, you know, they play ball, not high school here. I can't think of the league that they play outside of this. And they play together, and so they get to know each other. And so the camaraderie is there. And you wish them luck, and you want them to do well.
And again, you'd love to be able to see deep playoff runs from a lot of teams in the Western Cloverbelt Conference. Be some JV innings, I do believe, after this, and so we'll talk with Coach Rick Ruff when we're able to. But we'll take another 2-minute timeout here and get those highlights queued up so you can hear a little bit more about how this one went down today. McDonell falls 13-3, but don't go away. We've still got a few more elements of our WOGO postgame show, including those highlights, including that 5th home run of the year for Riley Christensen. We'll step out and be back in 2 minutes on WOGO Sports.
Want to reach more local customers? Advertise on WOGO Sports.
Gone.
Deep left
Gone.
field, and it is gone! Home run! Sending it out of here, Lizzie Liebrandt circles the bases. And McDonell leads 3-2. How about Lizzie? Advertise in WOGO's broadcasts of local high school sports. Call us anytime or click on advertising at WOGO.com.
There are many reasons to open a smart checking account at Royal Credit Union, including no monthly fees, no minimum balance, and a $250 bonus. Getting your $250 is easy. Open your account by May 31st, receive 2 payroll direct deposits of $200 or more, and you'll get a $250 bonus. See details and open your account today at rcu.org/checking bonus. No minimum balance required to obtain bonus. Offer ends 5/31/25. Insured by NCUA.
Hey, it's Caleb for Livia Weight Control Center in Eau Claire. The team at Livia personalized a weight loss and nutrition program just for me, and I lost 55 pounds in less than 3 months, and I've kept it off for well over a year. Livia also has the best pricing on GLP-1 medications, and they offer Lipo B12 and NAD Plus as well. Right now, you can save 50% on Livia's award-winning nutrition program. Lose 20 pounds or more by summer. Visit Livia.com, call 855-GO-LIVIA, or stop in to Livia Weight Control Center in Eau Claire.
Welcome back to WOGO Sports. 103.1 FM, AM 680, WOGO.com. Caleb Swenson, Chris Malico with you. Again, we'll give you a look as we replay some highlights of first inning or two here
Coach
of
Rick
JV.
is coming around the corner here. So.
All right, so we'll chat with head coach Rick Ruff. Again, thank you to our board operator back at the WOGO home base in Halley, Gavin Bovey, our on-site camera operator, Sam Aberly. That's Coach Rick Ruff, kind enough to join us again. It's been a busy week here for McDonell as Coach Ruff, again, 3 games already this week, 2 more tomorrow. So certainly a busy week. And maybe trying to guess a little of what we may be talking about here. It seems like in this game you faced a phenomenal pitcher, but that started to come around a little bit more, and this game is probably a lot closer if the defense plays up to what they're capable of today.
Yeah, the defense has to come to play every game. They're a good ball club. I mean, she threw well, they hit well. I mean, they put a lot of runs on the board. Even if we play solid defense, did we give ourselves a chance to win? Yeah, we gave ourselves a chance to win, but it's still a tough team to beat. We got to play better, but this isn't a loss against a bad team, that's for sure.
And when you look at, again, this caliber of pitching that you faced at different times this season, and again, I was not there personally for the first game, but it seems like Ketterhagen was even better the second time around. A very, very talented young lady. But this has to make you better. Even though you don't get the win here, it has to be something where you say, wow, seeing a pitcher of this caliber and seeing a team of this caliber and saying, hey, we were able to get some runs in, and we also know where we need to get to next if we want to compete in the playoffs.
Yes, that's exactly true, because lots of times in our conference we've had to go out of conference to try to find teams that can play with someone who throws like she does, to have the advantage of having someone in your conference that you're going to face twice a year and not have to go looking for a good pitcher. That's a plus for us. We've got to build off of that. We've got to keep working. What
did you think of Kelsey Bremnes, her performance? Again, it's tough, I think, mentally for a pitcher if you're not quite getting the defensive support that you'd like to see behind you, but she battled through a lot of this game.
Yeah, she did. She sticks out there. She's going to keep working, and the only way to get her out of the circle is to tell her she can't go there anymore. She was ready to go back out there in the last inning before we shut her down and moved to Jasmine. But yeah, Kelsey is a competitor. She doesn't want to lose, and she doesn't want to come out of the game.
Coach, again, I know next time we'll see you is Tuesday, a big doubleheader against a very talented opponent in Thorpe. But before that, you've got a tournament tomorrow, and again, facing some quality competition. And Chris and I were remarking about this. So last week, again, busy week, had a game against Fall Creek that probably wasn't what you would have hoped. But the girls were able to flush that pretty quickly, and the next game, Jason Bovey remarked, I think this is the best I've seen this team play in that Prescott tournament. So there's another opportunity again to learn what you need to learn from this one, but flush it very quickly.
Yeah, again, that's the wonderful advantage of softball, where you can play day after day after day. The good thing here is that we're learning on the fly because we don't have practices, and we've got to figure some things out, and we'll work on them, we'll talk about them, we'll get things straightened out as best we can, and like I said before the game off the air with you, we haven't won 3 in a row yet this year. We've got to go on a 7-game winning streak at the end of the season to get to be that last team that plays for the year, and we got to figure that out in a hurry.
Coach, we're looking forward to seeing the girls continue to learn and grow. We'll see you again on Tuesday in Thorpe, but wish you the best of luck over the weekend.
All right, thank you very much.
Thank you, head coach Rick Ruff. We'll take a final break and be back with those highlights back in 1 minute on WOGO.
Thank you.
Is your shopping a bit boring?
Paper or plastic?
Then come to Bargain City's Superstore in Chippewa Falls, Rice Lake, and Eau Claire. Bargain City's ever-changing inventory means you never know just what you'll find or how big your savings could be. Name brand apparel, home goods, furniture, even new scratch and dent appliances with warranty. Bargain City Superstore in Chippewa Falls, Rice Lake, and Eau Claire. Your shopping adventure awaits. H&R Electric in Chippewa Falls wishes McDonell baseball and softball the best of luck this season. Just like strong practice habits are the backbone of a championship team, the wiring is the backbone of your home or business. Whether you're a contractor, business owner, or just looking to make some home improvements, H&R Electric is your solution. Call them at 715-723-2977. That's 723-2977. H&R Electric in Chippewa Falls. Proud to back the Macks.
Back to put a bow on this one on WOGO Radio, the WOGO Sports Live video stream on YouTube. Caleb Swenson, Chris Malico with you. Here's how it sounded, some of the highlights of today's action on WOGO Sports. Ball one.
Well, as we had talked about, that's what you need to do. Aggressive base running, aggressive hitting, so Stanley's doing a great job. The girl Max just need to follow suit on that.
Due up is Kendall Sikora, the freshman. Number 4, second baseman, swing and a miss. First strikeout of the game for Kelsey Bremnes, and that's a big second out for McDonell.
Get the defense going here.
Bremnes, the 1-2 pitch,
Nice.
swing and a miss.
There you
Second
go, Kelsey.
strikeout of the day for Kelsey Bremnes. Dom goes down whiffing. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 away, 2 in so far here for Stanley-Boyd in the home half of the 3rd inning. Bremnes, payoff pitch, swing and a miss.
Good job,
Another
Kelsey.
strikeout victim for Kelsey Bremnes. Big second out of this 3rd inning.
Get going, get the bats going again, hopefully.
Hopefully the second time through the order for McDonell. Again, the way Ketterhagen's pitching runs
she's being a
certainly
solid
seem like
pitcher
they're at
today.
a premium.
Ooh, come on.
Little pop-up and
Nice job,
gloved there.
Kiara.
Nice
Nice
job by
catch.
Kiara Leinenkugel, leaning forward to snag it to end the inning. We head to the 4th. Our score now, Stanley-Boyd 6, McDonell 0. We're back. So runners at 2nd and 3rd for the Lady Macks. But 2 away. Lee Brandt
come on.
pops one
Pop it
out
down
to
there, drop it,
shallow
drop
left
it,
field,
drop
and
it.
it
Yes,
drops.
go, go, go.
One is
Go,
in.
go, go,
Play
Chloe.
coming to the plate.
Nice
Not
job.
in time, and McDonell's on the board thanks
Good
to
job.
Lizzie Liebrandt. A 2 RBI single.
Great job, Lizzie.
And the goose egg cracks. And we grounder right past second base. Runner's going to advance to 3rd. The throw, the tag. Not quite. Out at 3rd. Oh my goodness. Keegan Winger got the tag down in time.
Nice pit throw by Riley there.
Goodness
Great
gracious.
throw.
That did
Kelsey.
strike 2 call.
Come on.
On Aaliyah Allard. Runner at 2nd, 2 in already this inning for Stanley-Boyd. They lead 8-2 here in the bottom of the 5th. Kelsey Bremnes, the 0-2 pitch.
There you
Called
go,
strike
Kelsey.
3.
Good job.
Punch her out, and that'll end the inning. Kelsey Bremnes helping throw.
Oh, absolutely, with her speed.
1-1 count,
Nice,
and Riley gets a big
Come
piece
on,
of
come
this
on.
one, sends it way back.
Oh, yeah!
And it's
Way to
gone!
go, Riley!
Home run, Riley Christensen! That is her 5th home run of the year, and that home run trot is becoming awfully familiar for Riley. And it's an 8-3 ball game.
Dropped perfectly there. It was awesome. Yep.
You can't figure out a pitcher this good, but just starting to catch up.
Yep, exactly.
2-0 pitch to Lizzie, and
Oh, right
Lizzie
up the
Liebrandt
middle.
sends
Good
a
job,
line
Lizzie.
shot for a base hit.
Great job.
And Liebrandt's 2 for 2 on her last 2 trips. Haley Sikora due up, the junior. She is 1 for 2 with a double on the day. The pitch, lined right to
nice
Claire
job,
Ruff. What a
Claire.
nice catch by Claire. Robbing a base hit from Ketterhagen.
Just a little jump, and she had that
Showing off the springiness
in her step.
And that's how it sounded here on WOGO Sports. Even in defeat, still plenty of highlights for McDonell. Again, looking forward to seeing what they can accomplish over the weekend. I know I'll be back with Jason Bovey on Tuesday, and looking forward to that one against a very quality opponent in Thorpe. And again, they wouldn't say it, but from afar, this Thorpe team looks like they could be making a run toward Madison again in Division 5. They are that talented.
Yeah, they are. And it'll be good. It'll be fun to watch. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be there, but Jason will take over.
There you
so
go.
It'll be good.
It'll be there on the YouTube video stream for you.
Definitely. I have to say, though, if you have never watched this is awesome. Caleb and the WOGO Sports, they do a great job. His little setup they have here, they do an amazing job.
Using this to try to power it today, too, when we didn't have quite the internet connection we wanted.
I mean, just all the buttons and everything. So, personally, I say thank you. And I know that the Macks and the Cards, they all appreciate that. So
well, we love being able to do it for the kids, for our community. And, again, looking ahead at our WOGO Sports calendar, you can find it at WOGO.com. But tomorrow, we'll play 2 with Chi-High Lady Cardinals softball, facing some of the top talent in the state, the Toma Timberwolves, and then the DC Everest Evergreens all be on the call with Maddie Bauer, then Michaela Hogan. So looking forward to that 10:40 a.m. tomorrow morning. Saying thank you, as always, to our crew back at the WOGO studios in Halley. Mr. Gavin Bovey, our WOGO audio producer, and right here on site, keeping things running smoothly, even when it means standing on a ladder to video this game, our video producer and camera operator, Sam Aberly. I'm Caleb Swenson for Chris Malika, saying good night from Stanley-Boyd. Once again, your final score, the Stanley-Boyd Orioles 13, the McDonell Lady Macks 3 in 6 innings. This has been McDonell Softball, a presentation of WOGO Sports. Good night from Stanley.
WOGO, your sports station.
Coverage of the Lady Macks is brought to you by Royal Credit Union, Chippewa Valley Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, Toys and Ford of Chippewa Falls, White City Glass, H&R Electric, Stelter Incorporated, East Locan and Associates LLC Professional Land Surveying, and Quality Propane and Fuels. This has been McDonell Softball on WOGO Sports. We now return to our regularly scheduled programming already in progress.
WOGO.